Hi, I wanted to talk to you today because it's the first day of International Coaching Week. International Coaching Week is an event put on by the ICF, the International Coach Federation. It's been going on for about 20 years, and it's a week-long celebration of coaching as a profession, and hopefully promoting an understanding of what coaching does and how it can be of support to you. Personally, I discovered coaching many years ago. I don't even remember how long it was. And I became trained. I got trained in 2008. I decided to become a coach and I felt it was important to have formal training. I'm glad I did. So I've been a coach, a certified executive coach since 2008. And I can say that becoming a coach has changed me in a positive manner. It's changing how I show up, and this is why when we coach, there's a couple of key principles that really is anchoring the practice of coaching. The first one is that you know yourself best. So when I become your coach, I'm not going to tell you what to do, and I'm not going to be shooting you. You hear me talk about my shoulds because I firmly believe that you're the expert on yourself. You know yourself best. And with that in mind, the second principle is that I truly operate from the premise that you know the answers to your questions. Chances are, if you are hiring a coach, is because you have questions that you want to figure out. There's things in your life that you want to sort out. You have goals that, for whatever reason, you're not able to achieve the way you want to achieve them. So there is something that you're looking for answers to, and I show up again with the from the premise that you know yourself best and you have the answer to those questions. They're in there somewhere. So my role as a coach is to help you find those answers. And how do I do that? With asking you a lot of questions. uh, so I think that coaching might be called the art of asking questions. How does it work? How does that even work? Like, first of all, if you're thinking of entering in a coaching relationship, hiring a coach to help you, you need to find someone you're comfortable with. And there's no guidelines. It's simply, is my tummy feeling good? Am I getting the right signal when I'm exchanging with this person? Like, the match has to be good, and you don't need to explain or justify your choice of coaches. It's all about, yeah, this feels right. I can picture myself meeting with this person on a regular basis. And so if you find somebody you want to engage in a coach that you want to retain as your coach, the next step will be, we need to get agreements, and agreements on how we're going to work together, the pace, how we're going to meet, the frequency of our relationship, of our meetings. And we need to be very clear on the desired outcome. So one of the agreement we need to reach is, what are the goalposts out there? What are we trying to achieve? What are you trying to achieve? And therefore, what am I accountable for you on your behalf? So that's an important component of the relationship. And then you start meeting on based on the agreements that you've reached. And personally, I think this is where the magic happens. We see light bulbs go on. I want to be clear, it's not always easy, it's not always comfortable, because sometimes we end up visiting parts of your life, aspects of where things are at for you that maybe it's not comfortable to talk about. And so you negotiate that. Do we stay there? Do we get out of there? But the messy middle, those difficult conversation, is where the magic happens, and it's where the light bulbs come on. So one thing to be very clear about is a coaching conversation is absolutely confidential. So your coach needs to be very clear that they're committed to maintaining the relationship and the content of conversation highly confidential. So we need to have a safe place here for those conversations to take place, and for them to bring the results that we're hoping to see happen. So we ask questions after questions, and we witness you finding your way. And again, I don't want to make it sound easier than it is, but it truly is very powerful. And um, last week I had the privilege of being part of the panel with Capstone, which is the final step of the certificate in executive coaching at Raya Rhodes University. So coaches that are about to graduate uh, coach in front of a panel, and as an alumni of Raya Rhodes, I was one of the observer, and we observe and provide feedback on the coaching that we've witnessed. And it just blew my mind. Those coaching conversations, because of time constraints, they are 30 minutes. So you have a soon to be coach that is matched with a volunteer client that they haven't met before. They spend 10 minutes with the client ahead of the panel, and then the client shows up with a question, and they talk for 30 minutes. And the shifts that we can see happen in 30 minutes is just mind blowing. When we slow down, we take time to listen, we hear, we ask, we hold the client capable, and we trust that the client know themselves. It's quite powerful. So I'm a fan of coaching. I'm a fan of what it can do. My passion for purpose. I've spoken before about purpose. There's an incredible match between coaching and purpose, because it really can coaching can help you zoom in on your purpose. That's one of the use I find just amazing. And if you're interested and this coaching sounds mysterious to you and you're not sure what to do, uh, let's grab half an hour with no commitment at all. I'd be delighted to talk to you about coaching, what it can do, what it will not do, and what you can expect from it. So uh, click on the link. Let's find 30 minutes to chat. Cheers.